I get very excited about new fun folds and new products, and I'm combining those two on all the cards that I'm sharing in this new video. Hello and welcome to Karen's Creative Cards on YouTube. I am Karen Hashik, and I made a square column card in a make and take recently, and I love the unique look of the card. Then I bought some new Pink and Main foilables and foil in a booth at Simon Says Create, and I had fun making these cards with those new products and a new fun fold. Foilables are toner printed designs, and my first two cards were made with this one, which is the Buffalo Plaid Foilable. On the first card I used this beautiful new waterfall teal cheer foil from Pink and Main. I just love the foils that have some movement in there. They aren't just the plain flat ones, and that's my favorite kind to buy. So this is the square column card. I'm going to show you how to make it. It's very easy. It stands up for display. It lays flat to mail and an A2 envelope. And I created these panels with the foilable and this foil. I made this one with Radiant Red foil from Gina Designs, and the second generation was made with black toner sheets, as black and red is perfect for Buffalo Plaid. So again, it's the square column. It stands up. I put a sentiment here. It lays flat to mail. I'm going to show you how when you put it through once you get a beautiful pattern with these toner sheets, and then if you put it through twice you don't waste any of that gorgeous foil, and you can use black, white, or colored. So there's many options nowadays. I also purchased the new Glaze foiling sheet from Gina Designs at the Simon Says Create. This one's called Vintage Flourish. And I also got this beautiful foil, the Peach Cheer foil with glitter in it, from Pink and Main, and I made this one. So this card shows you how the column could also be on the right side. So there are several options. Again, it stands up for display, and I made the second generation and this one with black toner sheets. So this is for the first time through, and then in the sentiment and on the strip there, that's with the second time through. So again, I'm going to show you how to do that. All of these Polyglaze sheets and toner sheets need either a laminator or a Minc. I have the Minc. This last one, I used the Unity Flowers Divine toner card front from Deco foil. These card fronts have tonered patterns on them, and that's what picks up the foil when you put it through. And the first generation here was with a rainbow foil, and so it has the white background, and then here I put it through again with a white toner sheet, so the pattern is now white with the rainbow in the back. So on all of these I have 3 columns decorated, and most of them have a pretty sentiment there. The options that you have nowadays for the second generation, and I am going to show you that, are white toner sheets or white Polyglaze from Gina K. This is originally what we used all the time, and it was the black toner sheets, and many times this is very, very pretty, but sometimes depending on the pattern you just wouldn't want all of the flowers there to be black. That, to me, that would not look good. Black flowers with a rainbow background, it just wouldn't stand out at all. But again, on some of them that I showed you, the black was really perfect. Here's an example of that. I thought the black looked great on that one, as opposed, if I had used white, it would look the same as the original. So those are the choices. You can use white, black, or even more exciting is all of the colored toner sheets that you can purchase. And Pink and Main has many of them. They have these ombre ones, which I'm going to use in just a minute. They have the fall ombre ones, all different colors, and then they have the just regular garden toner sheets and other toner sheets, and they're all different colors. So white, black, or colored are your many options when it comes to this. So I have gotten out my mini Minc, and I have a sheets that I'm going to send these through. The first thing that you want to do is pick out a color of a foil, and also I'm showing you on toner card fronts. And in this case, I have a really pretty one called Lavish Lace from Deco Foil. So I have chosen to use this one. And before you put this through, Gina K and many of the other experts always advise using a soft brush of some kind just to brush any lint or whatever might be on that, and also to do it on the foil. And then we're going to put the pretty side up on top of that toner sheet, and then we're going to send it with the fold there through the Minc or your laminator. Either one works fine for these techniques. I do find that a Minc gets hot a lot faster and holds its heat a little longer. Then I'm going to use the second generation, or the second time through. I'm going to use this pretty ombre toner sheet that has some greens and blues and yellows in it. That's always pretty hot when it first comes out. And then you can lift it up and see that gorgeous foiled design there. And it is the Gina K's Brilliant Blue, so it has that movement in that sparkle in there. So that in itself is gorgeous. And now you want to take the pretty side, up of both the bottom and that. It's easier really to see, to make sure it's on there straight, to just do it this way. So that color that you saw is all toner, but it's colored toner. Now, to save a little time, I already foiled a sentiment and 2 butterflies. I'm not sure which way I want these to go, with that same Brilliant Blue. These are from another package from Pink and Main. They're called Amazing Butterflies Foilable Cut-Ups. And what I really like about this is these sentiments all are already shaped for you. They're already been die cut in a way. There's lots of butterflies, and then there's lots of sentiments in there. There was another package I bought that had a ton of sentiments, but I'll have to figure out either how to punch those or die cut those. So this one here was a really neat foilable cut-ups. It was called Amazing Butterfly, and all of them are just ready to go to put on a card base. So these are ready to go. So this now is the second generation, and you pull this away and there's little or no waste at all. And then here is how that looks. So all that foil has been transferred, plus I have the yellows and the greens and the blues in the background. So two pieces using the same foilable, and ending up with two very different looks, which I think is very, very cool. And again, I like that you could use black, white, or now colored to do that second generation. So we're going to make a square column fun fold, and then we're going to decorate it with those. I have a template here that I will share with you. We start out with a piece of cardstock that's 5.5 by 10. And then we score it at 1 3/8, 2 7/8, 4 3/8, and 5 7/8. And then you're going to fold it to make that square column. So it is quite simple to do. But I'm going to have to look at my measurements here. So we are at 1 3/8 and at 2 7/8. So I'm using my Altenew scoring board, which is a good size for my work area, but it has all the 1/8 inch measurements, which is good. 4 3/8 and 5 7/8. And then we're going to fold and reinforce all those folds. So that will form that square column. Now I decided that this one is going to be like this. So you can do it from the right, with the column on the right or the column on the left. It kind of makes it fun to have those options. And when I unfold this, this one here is going to have glue on. So I want these to be the ones that I put my patterned foiled paper on. So I think I'm going to take this one here, and this one actually measures 5.5 currently, but I'm going to need it to be 5 1/4. And the measuring for covering these up is the layering is 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. Or if you prefer, and if you have enough, on this one I could do it, you could do 1 3/8 by 5 3/8. So it just depends on how much of the background you want to cover up. But in this case, these pieces here are going to be the this side, and this is only 5 1/4. So I am going to cut these. This is 5 1/4 tall, and I'm going to cut it, if I can keep my blade on here, at 1 1/4. Now, this is way too pretty to throw away, and I definitely could punch some butterflies out of there or do something else with that. But right now I only need 2 of these, and then I need 1 of these at 1 1/4, and I want it to be 5 1/4 tall. And then I would like to have a little strip, maybe about 1/2 inch, on the other side of the card. So we'll do that. And again, way too pretty to throw away. Going to keep this for another card, or punching a butterfly, or doing something with that. So I know this one is going to go here. With an even border on all sides. Drawing. And then this one, oh. I don't know if you can see that, but that foil is just beautiful, the way that moves, and how pretty this one is, and how that also is just so different looking, and it's from the same foilable. Now this is going to be tucked under, and I found the easiest, I can use glue, but then I'd have to sit and wait for that to set up, so I think I'm just going to use some red liner tape. And then if I fold this down and then I fold this over, trying to make sure it's straight on there. We formed our column, so you can see how easy that is, but I just think it's a really neat fun fold, and again you can lay it flat to mail it. You put your message on there. I'm going to put another strip of that pretty foil pattern along the edge here. And then I have my sentiment, which is sending smiles, which I think is a great thing to do. And I have some of that strong tape on the back here. Oops. And then if I put this down, do I want the butterfly coming off this way or this way? I think it will be a little more secure on this side. So I put a little strip of score tape on here. Maybe I'll use them both, huh? They're so pretty. I probably could. So if we put this one here, press that down. What if I put, of course it's not going to really show against that blue. We'll figure out a pretty place for this one too. But in the meantime, our square column card is done. And again, it stands up and it has nice dimension and all that pretty foiled pattern. Here is another one that I made with that same foilable. In this case I did a rainbow foil, and then you can see that pretty rainbow pattern, and in this case I used one that had yellows and reds and oranges, the toner sheet, so that's the colors that pop through. Another one of those fun sentiments and another beautiful butterfly. And there are two versions in addition to the many that I showed you. So as you can see, these are easy to make and decorate with this fantastic foil products. Watch the next video for more foil techniques and ideas, and thanks for watching.